Welcome back to On the Farm, everyone. Today I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of an update on the older 8 calves now. Used to be 9. And then I've also picked up 2 other new calves, and I will show you those guys and the barn I'm putting in all the new calves in. So let's get into the video. So as you can see, these calves are still in this pen. They have the barn there. I put new straw in, and they have access to walk out into this field, which they now spend a lot of time out there picking around, trying to find things they like. And it's about time for them to be moved into another field with more grass. It's not that they've eaten this down, it's just there's not a lot of things in here that they're really going to want to eat. I'm going to move them to a better field in probably a week or less. And these guys have actually been totally weaned. The weaning process, I was feeding them on the milk bar, as you know. The goal was to have them weaned by November 1st, and they were totally weaned by November 2nd. And basically on October 25th or 26th, I started going down to once a day feeding of milk, and they were basically getting all the grain they could possibly want. And the first couple days they really didn't want to eat the grain that much because they wanted milk so bad, but they slowly get used to it. And today, which they've been totally weaned for a couple days now, they're eating about, I don't know, about 40 pounds of grain a day total. So divide that by 8. But anyway, they're eating quite a bit of grain. They're out there eating, nibbling on grass. They're eating a little bit of hay. They've kind of quit touching that for now. But anyway, that's my update on the older calves. They're all looking okay. She is still coughing. Don't think she's getting any worse, but I've been watching her pretty close. And I've actually put in my order for Draxon. I just have to go pick it up from the vet. So anyway, yeah, these calves are looking really good, especially this one here on the end. He's pretty tall and he's put on a lot of weight. So yeah, these are the calves. And now I will get into the new calves. So here are the 2 new calves. This one here is a bull with the little white on his face, and this one here is a heifer. Both from the same farm that I've got the last, I don't know, 6 from, I guess. Anyway, always pleased with these calves, so I'm glad I've still got some coming. These are the last 2 for a while though. The farmer does have 10 more calving, but it could be late November and into December before those begin calving, so it's going to be a while. And of course, after I loaded them, they left me some presents and all that, so kind of nasty. I'll have to wash all this out, but yeah, they look pretty good. I think they're 3 days old now, 3 or 4. His eyes are a little bit red, but bloodshot. I don't think there's anything wrong with them, but I'll keep an eye out on them. And as mentioned in the comments in the last video, someone was asking about cold weather and if I'm going to keep these calves here in this open-sided barn. Yes, I am going to keep these in here. As you can see, all of them are under this awning here. They can't get wet unless this guy wants to run out here and get wet. He has plenty of room out there to stay dry, so they shouldn't get wet. They can't get snowed on, can't get iced on, so in that sense we're fine. Yes, I can get a little bit of wind in here, cold wind, but for the most part the wind isn't going to be blowing directly on them. It normally blows against the sides of the barn or whatever. So the calves aren't going to be getting hit by the wind very much. Maybe 1 or 2 days a week, maybe. The rest of the time they'll be dry and warm in here. So and these calves will be old enough by the time we get really cold weather that you know, they'll do perfectly fine. They're not gonna get too cold or whatever. Newborn calves, they probably would get too cold, but these will have plenty of time to put on some fat and wait before the actual really cold temperatures get here. But with that being said, these new calves, they aren't going to be put in this barn. They're actually going to be put in this barn. They're going to be put over there in this corner. They'll be out of the wind, they'll be out of the rain, they'll be out of all that. So there's a lot of junk in here. This barn has been kind of a scrap pile for lumber and pallets and all that stuff. So I will have to do some cleaning, but there's already lime down in the floor in here, so should be a pretty clean surface to work with. And some of you also may be wondering why my videos have kind of changed recently. I used to put quite a bit of effort into filming these videos. They weren't just me talking or showing things. I'd try to add a few effects here and there, but my tripod, actually I broke the head on the top, so I've kind of just been stuck holding this. I can't really set my camera down. And so yeah, that's kind of what I'm working with. I just need to buy a new head for it, and then I can stick the GoPro or the camera on it. So that's why my videos haven't been as fancy or as fun to watch. But anyway, I hope you guys don't mind too much. I will try to get it fixed soon, and my videos will hopefully get back to normal. But anyway, so yes, I have pretty much run out of room in this barn. I could clean out this side and put another 3 pins there, but I prefer to have a little space in here where I can store my stuff that I'm going to use daily instead of having to walk to another barn or all that stuff. So I'm going to try to get some new pins set up in this other barn here and get these calves unloaded. So guys, this is where the new calves are going to be stored. I haven't decided if I'll put the 2 here or the 2 here. But either way, this shed used to be filled with calves. This is the shed we used to raise all 40 to 50 calves in a season. But since we haven't raised calves in so long, it's just kind of slowly piled full of just junk and other stuff we need to store. But this lime is still down here from the last time we raised calves. So it's a nice clean place to get started. Shouldn't have to worry about diseases already being here. So I got the calves unloaded, put the heifer in this middle pen, left this one open just in case a younger calf comes. And yes, these 2 are blocking the entrance, but it's a whole lot easier to pick up a little brand new calf and put them in here versus putting these 2 over here. And then when they get weaned first, they need to come out, and I'd have to work through if I had a calf on this end. So this way, the youngest calf goes on the end, and when these are weaned, I can just let them both right out that gate, and that one don't have to touch them. So I am going to get these guys some straw. I'm showing you guys before I got everything ready. This barn is rigged with lights. This is the only doorway there, and then the rest is all covered. So yes, this is right by the door, but I can also walk right over to that barn and feed these. So once again, it's really protected from the wind, even if you're right on this outside pen here. And I'm putting him here because he will be older than any of the new ones I get, and he'll be fine. Even if it's a little bit colder on this side, he'll be perfectly fine over here. So pin wise, these are a little bit longer, but there's still plenty of room for these calves. They'll have a lot more room to stretch out and drink compared to the ones in the other barn. And then this pin this pin here on the end is pretty roomy. But anyway, I do have an extra pin here just in case I get another one. But for now, these are the new calves. I hope you guys enjoyed the little update. Like I said, my videos have been kind of dull lately. Not very many video effects or anything like that. But that should be coming back pretty soon. And I should be getting quite a few more calves as well. As of right now, I will have 50 available to me this November and the first half of December. That's if everything goes as planned. I don't know if I'll be getting that many, but that's how many I will have available to me. I will for sure be getting at least 20 of those. So anyway, those are the calves, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to get these guys bedded down. And with that being said, I will see you guys next week.